Oh boy. You guys asked me, how did I come up with oh boy? I have no idea. It just happened. I went and saw Birds of Prey. And now I'm only dressing like this for the rest of my life. I literally this morning did not mean to dress Harley. I just felt inspired to wear pigtails, and then everything I kept adding into my wardrobe was Harley-esque. So I guess you guys are gonna have to get used to a Harley Quinn kind of look. Although Black Canary really had the dopest look in the movie, and we definitely will be talking all about Birds of Prey and the fabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. This will be a non-spoiler today, so if you spoil anything in the chat, you will get booted, you will get kicked out. Do not be that fucker. We are also going to be talking about Mandalorian Season 2, because that is coming, and that's going to be in October, but I'm pretty excited about that, and kind of just the direction of Disney in general, and Star Wars and what they want to be doing right now. Then also I saw my friend Mark Andreyko posted that this underwater strip club was found. So we got to dive into that. And then I don't know if you guys know anything about Jessica Simpson, but she released a memoir. I haven't read it yet, but I've been seeing all of these reports come out, so I kind of wanted to sort through them all together and figure out what the flying fuck is happening there with everything. I mean, just so many, story upon story upon story. So we'll be breaking that all down here today. But like I've been starting these streams off with, I wanted to start with a little bit of show and tell. Also, I'm taking my shoes off, but I'm keeping my feet down, so all you feet people don't get all freaky. In the meantime, guys, don't forget that you can super chat me in here or go to streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. The best way to financially support me right now by going to Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Like this video. Somebody wrote in my comments yesterday that I should stop asking people to subscribe because it's making less people subscribe. But the amount of people who tell me that they only remember to subscribe because I remind them to subscribe has been so many that I don't think I should do that. So subscribe. We've got 19.3 thousand subscribers right now. We're trying to get to 20K. Also looking for, if you guys think of any incentives for if we get 20K, something fun that you want to see me do. I'm into that as well. I did want to give a shout out to, I was going to say my mods. I don't know if they're going to be in here though, because now the action guys have moved their stream back to the same time that I do my Wednesday streams, but it's the only time I can do my streams on Wednesdays. It's a whole fucking thing. It's a whole fucking thing when I get like my Boston voice on. But I did want to go over to Streamlabs to start, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, to shout out people who had Streamlab between last show and this show, because that's one of the best parts about Streamlabs. You can do it anytime, even if you're not watching live. And this morning at 5:56 in the morning, Brandon Buckingham, who I know from the Action Guys streams, he gave $10, and $10 up is a Harley voice, unless you guys specify a different voice. And he says, now that you've seen Birds of Prey, what is your ranking of DCEU? I think I need a little more time in order to do that, but I can definitely tell you guys when I'm reviewing it, kind of where it lies on my list, which I'm really excited to talk about. Very, very excited. Let's do a little bit of show and tell, guys. Show and tell. So just having, for anybody who hasn't been watching my stream recently, I've been trying to bring things in from around my apartment a little more, just so you guys can get to know me and my place a little better, and I thought that that would be fun for everyone. So this was a birthday present from my brother and my sister to me. It was a birthday present, not this past July, but the July before that. So over a year and a half ago. And it's from this company called Venus et Fleur. So VENUSETFLEUR. And what this is it's actual real flowers that last for at least a year, sometimes over. There's been a year and a half. And the process they go through to they feel like flowers still. but they do some shit. There's some process. There's a bunch of companies who do these. They're very fucking expensive. Like this entire little thing was probably like $70. But they're flowers that last you for over a year. And they make big ones and massive roses and all different colors. If you look it up, it's like one of my favorite things. And so I always have these beautiful flowers in my room. And like I said, this one's a small one, but you kind of can see. And these are real. And you're not allowed to take them out of the box, but they have clear boxes and all different shit. So if you're ever looking for a present for somebody, highly recommend this. It's so nice to have real flowers in your house, and it just makes me happy. Like I said, they are expensive, but you can get one single rose, a bigger rose, a dozen roses, like all different shit. Again, nobody's sponsoring me to say any of this shit. I just like to tell you guys what I like because we're friends, so I like you guys to know what I'm into. And this was such an amazing present from my siblings. It comes like in the box. Take that off and I put it here. So yeah, still like this after a year and a half. Can you guys see that? Kind of fucking wild, right? Yeah, you can see. Okay, and those are 9 little mini roses. So I'm obsessed with those. My show and tell for the day. Going over to the super chat from Andrew Thomas, who says, "Hey sexy Harley Quinn Roxy, I'm glad that you enjoyed Birds of Prey and your host and acting reel was great. I'm planning on seeing Birds of Prey tomorrow night." Thank you, I appreciate that. So for anybody who didn't see, I did upload my acting reel 2 days ago, and then yesterday I uploaded my hosting reel. Just trying to get out there more. You guys know I've lost a couple jobs this year, so really trying to work and book and show off my chops. And I'm going to be filming more stuff this year too, so that I can update my acting reel and all of the stuff. So go check those out if you would be so kind. Leave a comment. Let me know how fucking awesome I am. Just watch. That really helps. And yeah, thumbs up on all videos that I do. You guys are the best, and I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for the support on those so far. The acting reel has, like, guys, so many views. Hold on. I think it had like over 3,000 views. Let's take a look. YouTube.com. It's hard to find stuff on your own channel sometimes, which is probably not great. The acting reel has 3.6K, so 3,619 views right now, which is pretty awesome. So grateful for you guys. Some bomb ass comments on there too. And the hosting reel, which I posted 14 hours ago, has 1,578 views right now. Also bomb comments there. So super grateful for that. I also posted a non-spoiler review of Birds of Prey. So if you guys wanted to check that out, kind of just a little more straightforward without interruptions. If you wanted to see that, that is on my channel right now as well. I'm going to make take this in so that hopefully I can connect my microphone to it, because you guys know my reason I don't have a mic right now is my computer's fucked up, even though it's a new fucking computer. Go figure. But all of this is going to get sorted out because I want to bring you guys the best content that I can. Speaking of which, still working on this thing with Steph and Darina. I told you guys we're shooting on the 22nd, so really stoked on that. Yeah, a lot of great stuff to talk about today. Also, this isn't part of show and tell, but in case you guys are wondering, I eat mango, these dried mango slices, like all fucking day, all the time. I'm obsessed with dry mango. I usually get them from Trader Joe's. This one's from Whole Foods, but they're awesome, and they are organic mango. That's the only ingredient in it, and they're dried, and they don't have added sugars or anything, but they taste so fucking sweet like candy, and they're a bomb-ass snack if you don't feel like eating chocolate, and it's healthier for you. So there you go. Now you guys basically are in my world, living my life. Let's start by talking about Mando, guys. Mandalorian, Season 2. Coming in October. This morning on SJU, it's good when I start talking and I start eating at the same time, right? Hey, Mando. This morning on SJU, we were talking about how Mandalorian is at the same time, is like pretty quick coming out with season 2. And I was saying not really, because the first episode, this is going to be in October, and the first episode of Mando season 1 was November, so it's almost a year after. But for a show of this caliber, people think that's a little quick. I'm just excited to see it. I really loved Mando season 1, so I'm excited for season 2. It doesn't feel like super rushed. It's not like they're trying to go for a summer release. So I'm excited about that. Also, Bob Iger was talking about how this is going to be the new direction that Star Wars is really going in. They're focusing for the next few years on television, which gets me really excited because you guys know I'm a TV person. I love the idea that I can go home once a week and watch a Star Wars show. I mean, that just like makes my heart beat. I grew up on Star Wars, so that's really fucking cool. And I like that they're not dropping the shows all at once. I like that water cooler aspect of it, to be able to go into the office and be like, what'd you think of Mando last night? What'd you think of Mando? By the way, why do we call him Mando instead of Manda? We should be saying, what do you think of Amanda? But that sounds like Amanda. It seems like I have stoned thoughts, but I'm not stoned, so whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, but in general, really, really digging what Star Wars has done on TV. I don't watch Rebels because you guys know I'm not that into animated, but I hear it's incredible, and I do certainly love Mandalorian, and I'm pretty excited for all the other things they've announced. Cassian Andor sounds dope. I know that there's been like a little bit of this with the Obi-Wan series, but in general, I'm really excited for that. And if they want to put their efforts into television, I've never hated a Star Wars movie ever. I've liked all Star Wars movies. I know that puts me in the minority, but this is a really cool. It's a really cool thing, I think, and I like that Iger came out and said this, and it seems like they have a strong direction they're going in, and they're listening to us and to what the people want. So hell yeah, Mandalorian season 2, let's get it. Also, guys, going over to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, coming in from Glenn Caesar, the most generous person on the planet. He says, and he doesn't care if I do a voice, but he says, "Hey Roxy, happy Wednesday. I'm glad to see that you really love Birds of Prey. You were bursting with enthusiasm in your non-spoiler review. It's infectious. Excited for it too. Also, an underwater strip club. Love you, GPS, aka Misdirection, #Rockstars Band. Glenn, you're amazing. Obsessed with you." Yeah. We're going to talk all about this underwater strip club and Birds of Prey. Again, no spoilers on Birds of Prey. You guys will be kicked the F out. It's like a slow and steady burn on this chat today, guys. 77 people watching live right now. Let's boost those numbers up. If you are watching live, don't forget to thumbs up. If you're watching after the fact, don't forget to thumbs up. Subscribe, even though people have told me I should stop telling you guys to subscribe, because apparently that makes less people subscribe. That doesn't make any fucking sense, but who knows? Maybe you guys are right. I don't understand the internet sometimes. Unboxing videos are such a strange concept. ASMR is so weird, but like shit works. Who knows? Who effing knows? Yeah, and again, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. It's the best way to financially support me right now. Or right here in the super chat works as well. Let's talk about this underwater strip club. We're saving Birds of Prey, guys. We're saving Birds of Prey. Also, by the way, speaking of saving Birds of Prey, I saw Birds of Prey is trending, except people spelled prey wrong. Leave it to us. So weird. Oh my god, this mango is so good, guys. It's so good. You guys have to get into it. Okay. So, and also I'm drinking green tea that was given to me by Adrena. It's too hot to drink right now, I think. But I'll be drinking it throughout the show. So shout out to Adrena, my girl. So apparently there's an underwater strip club that was found. I knew this because I was looking at my friend Mark and Draco's Facebook. By the way, he always posts. Do you guys have these friends that always post the weirdest, like most obscure stories and you love following them because of that? He always, He posts political stuff as well, but we agree on most politics, so that makes me happy when he posts things like that. But a lot of the time, what he's posting is just uh, like shit like this, underwater strip clubs. So this was coming from Buzznick. Urban exploration is easily my favorite trend on the internet. Blah blah blah. A glossy, pristine interior, and though the tables and chairs have been removed, the stripper poles remain. So this was Gil Koblovitz was diving off the coast of Israel when he found an abandoned structure near his dive location. You have to look up pictures for this. I can try to show them to you on the screen right now. But like, it looks like a dope ass strip club. Like, it straight up. Can you guys see that? It's like a straight up strip club. And there's a lot of different pictures of like stripper pole stuff. I've got to get to be able to do what Drew can do, where he puts up the pictures, and I will. So when he peered into the windows of the rusty underwater building, he noticed what looked like a dance club or restaurant of sorts. He then noticed a stage as well as a stripper pole, and immediately knew what he had found is probably the only underwater strip club in the world. Did a little research on the building and found out that it used to be an underwater restaurant. The restaurant closed and it was turned into a strip club. You walk to the end of the pier where you will find a locked door leading to a staircase. As soon as you walk down the staircase, you'll be at the front door of the underwater strip club. The strip club was aptly named Nymphis Show Bar. Although empty and abandoned, the underwater club still has dancer poles connected to the ceiling. So he doesn't know exactly when the doors closed, but it's just like, that's crazy that there's an underwater strip club and we just like straight up didn't know about it. Like, what the flying fuck is that? So crazy. You guys are killing me right now in the chat. So fucking funny. Yeah, I really don't know. Like, this article says, talk about a rare underwater find. We only know about 10% of what's on our ocean floor. And on that list is an actual strip club. Nobody's completely sure when or where the strip club was shut down, but it's all in a day's work for a marine biologist. He was there to study the sea life in that area and ended up finding something far more captivating that day. Yeah, and the strip club, it like, I don't know, like looks modern. But I guess it's got mirrors and poles. Like, how unmodern could it be? No idea when from. Guys, I could look at these pictures all day. So many crazy, like we're always looking out into outer space and I get it, but it's like, think about all the things that are right here on this planet that we still don't even fucking know about. That's crazy shit. Jake Yacovetta, finally one of our mods is joining us today. Jake, so happy to have you. You're a fucking rock star. Literally. I didn't even mean to pun there, but I did. Thank you for being here. NFL Caleb 22 in the super chat. NFL Caleb always just giving those dollar bills and not even saying words. That's his move. We appreciate you. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Don Stiletto says, did you see the new Saw trailer? I found it funny. It came out on my birthday. Happy birthday to Don Stiletto. You rock. I did see the new Saw trailer. I talked about it a little bit on SJU this morning, but it looks fucking awesome. Like, it looks so good. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm in on Spiral. Chris Rock looks great. The guy from Handmaid's Tale looks great. The story seems awesome. I don't know. I think it could be turning a new leaf for this franchise that I'm really excited about. So I'm kind of in on it. I wonder how you guys feel. It doesn't like seem like a Saw movie, but I think that's the point. I like the Saw franchise, but it definitely got stale and it needs some new stuff in it. It definitely does. So yeah, no shame in that Saw game. Stoked about it. Honestly. A lot of really great trailers recently. A lot of really great trailers. And a lot of really great movies, including Birds of Prey, which we will talk about soon. I swear we will. But before we get into Birds of Prey, I wanted to talk about this Jessica Simpson story. Send bunnies if you've been following what's been coming out in Jessica Simpson's memoir. Send bunnies if you've been looking, if this is like filling up your Twitter timeline, or you're seeing it on Instagram or social media, or your friends are talking about it, or anything like that. Just really curious from you guys who in here is like in the Jessica Simpson verse right now, because I've just been reading thing after thing after thing, and kind of confused by a lot of it. All right, some bunnies, Global CBUI sent bunnies, Rob K sent a bunny, Global, yeah, Weston Ira sent question marks, and Slen sent a question mark, so maybe you guys don't know. Okay, so let's break down this story. So Jessica Simpson, you guys all know Jessica Simpson, pop star, actress, kind of fell out of the limelight a little bit, but don't be weird about my fucking feet. Okay, I'll put this here. Even though I have socks on, you guys still do weird ass shit. Okay. Is it a couch or a bed? Roxy says prom de Roy. It is a couch. So Jessica Simpson put out a memoir, and things just keep on coming out. I did not read the memoir, but it's called Open Book, and she reveals a lot of different stuff. She talks about, so I'm just going through the internet right now, and we're going to talk about all the stuff that apparently is happening in this memoir. Jessica Simpson says she turned down the Notebook over a sex scene. So first of all, can you guys imagine Jessica Simpson being in the Notebook? I mean, that's like wild in general. Second of all, interesting that she turned it down over a sex scene. You wouldn't think that that would be the big deterrence for her, because, what the fuck do I know, but it wasn't like a raunchy, I don't know. So in her new tell-all memoir, Jessica Simpson claims she turned down the lead in an iconic film because she was required to do a sex scene. Simpson revealed that she passed on the chance to play the co-starring role in The Notebook, according to quotes obtained by Entertainment Tonight. But again, I think that maybe that was part of her memoir, because it's coming out in all this memoir stuff. The role obviously went to Rachel McAdams. Maybe Rachel McAdams killed the role. I feel like Jessica Simpson would have been a completely different movie if it had been Jessica Simpson in it. So I'm really glad she turned down the role, because I think Rachel McAdams was like perfect for it. And I don't know, but you never know. I guess it could have been huge for Jessica Simpson. So she said that in her memoir. And then Jessica Simpson wishes she signed a prenup before marrying Nick Lachey, she said, in her open book, while opening up about her 2006 divorce from Nick Lachey on the Dr. Oz show. In a clip from her upcoming interview, the singer admitted that there is one thing she would have done differently than marrying the former boy bander, sign a prenup. I wish I had signed a prenup, and that's the funny thing, is that Nick wanted me to sign a prenup, but I was like so offended. I was like, we're going to be together for the rest of our lives. We're saying our vows to God in front of all of our family. Like, this is never going to end, and we didn't sign a prenup. So her book, I guess in her book, it's mentioned a lot about her marriage to him. And she says, we were young and pioneering our way through the reality television, always miced, M-I-C-E-D, I don't know that word, and always on. Oh, mic'd. I'm an idiot. Always mic'd and always on. And then she said, we worked and we were great at it, but when it came time to being alone, we weren't great at it anymore. We really got crushed by the media and by ourselves. I couldn't lie to our fans, and I couldn't give somebody hope that we were this perfect golden couple. She went on to say, I was really young and my success hadn't really begun. He knew me as this young, innocent 18-year-old that has never been introduced to the world in so many ways. I went straight from my father to him. Nick's very smart. He was 8 years older than me, but he was also young. We meant a lot to each other. We always will. I want to be very respectful because I married him for a reason. We were together for 7 years for a reason. He has a family now, and I would never say anything to disrespect that. I'll be honest, I obviously haven't read that book. Talking about the book where Nick mirrored the sentiments in his recent visit to Hoda and Jenna, where he and Vanessa weighed in on revealing. Oh, I guess Nick read Jessica's memoir and said, "I'll be honest, I obviously haven't read the book, so I don't know what she said or what she revealed there, but certainly happy for her and her life, and I know she is happy for us. There's definitely mutual respect there. Obviously, it was a long time ago. We've all moved on." That's nice when couples are respectful about each other. So strange. Wait, there was so much more stuff. Jessica Simpson on sobriety, confronting sexual abuser. Beauty is in forgiveness. So, I guess also in Open Book, she talked about this. She said, "I grew up in a Southern Baptist home, and so it was a sin if I felt anything sexual or did anything sexual." This is one of the reasons why I can't stand this type of intense religion, because like that concept is so fucking horrible. I didn't really understand what was going on, but I was the victim and I allowed it to happen. I knew that something was wrong and I needed it to stop because I was really holding me back as a child to feel like a child. And she said that one reason she shared her sexual abuse story in her memoir was so that she could accept it and say it out loud. But she also hopes that parents can be aware what it can happen to that it can happen to the closest people in your lives. For anybody that's experienced sexual abuse, I think it's important to confront the abuser if you can, because beauty is in forgiveness, and that's how we let go. That's how we use the pain to be stronger. And then I heard that she had confronted the sexual abuser, and that sexual abuser had been being sexually abused as well. She says, "I realized that I wasn't being the parent that my parents were to me, and in raising my children, I was not present. I couldn't even tell you who got them ready, and for me to miss out on those beautiful moments, it just wasn't worth it. I woke up and surrendered, and I gave it all away." She talks about like dealing with all the sobriety and like and how she became a better parent. It was just a lot. It was a lot. She said she was 6 years old when she started being molested, but it went from her relationships to the sexual assault to prenups and alcoholism and just growing up in the industry. And also another thing that I saw released was that she was talking about her affair with Johnny Knoxville when she had the affair when she was with Nick Lachey, and she said that I think she said the biggest part about the affair was that she realized she had like emotional feelings, it wasn't the sex. She says, I could share my deepest authentic thoughts with him, talking about Johnny Knoxville, and he didn't roll his eyes at me. He actually liked that I was smart and embraced my vulnerabilities. He believed in me, and he made me feel I could do anything. She said that she felt a force drawing us together and wondered why she was open to this. Now I was afraid I couldn't trust myself. And then talked about that being like more of a betrayal to her relationship. She said, "First off, we were both married, so this wasn't going to get physical, but to me an emotional affair was worse than a physical one. It's funny, I know, because I had placed such an emphasis on sex by not having it before marriage. After I actually had sex, I understood that the emotional part was what matters. Johnny and I had that, which seemed far more of a betrayal to my marriage than sex." And then talked about the prenup again. So much stuff, breaking down so much stuff. I get very fascinated with and sad about these stars that burn so bright and then fade out, and their lives and everything that happened, and it's heartbreaking, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. Wonder if you guys are as invested in this kind of thing as I am. I was a really big fan of Jessica Simpson, and this like completely taken over my timeline. It just seems like news after news after news is coming out about her memoir. And just wanted to kind of break it down with you guys. I'm sure there's more things that will come. I'll definitely try to read the memoir and update you guys. But it sounds like she's doing a lot better now, and is really rebounding and recovering. So good for her if that's the case. I'm happy for her that she's coming out of it and she's okay, or at least relatively speaking. Yeah. We will talk about Birds of Prey right now, guys, but right before we do, I will say 85 people watching the stream right now, 57 thumbs up, so get those thumbs going. Get those thumbs up, guys. Trying to get to 20,000 subscribers, even though you guys say I shouldn't shout out asking for subscribers. It's called a call to action, baby. Go subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff if you're watching now or after the fact. Don't forget Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. It's a little bit of a slow Wednesday here, but that's funny because we're going to be talking Birds of Prey, and I want to do a live Birds of Prey talk. Getting all your guys' questions. So for this Birds of Prey talk, guys, a little bit of guidelines. Jake Yakoveta is in the house right now, so he won't allow any bullshit in here. There are no spoilers. If you have seen it, no spoilers. If you've heard anything, no spoilers. It's a non-spoiler Q&A about it. Super chat, Streamlabs, ask me questions about Birds of Prey. I would love to answer them. My thoughts on it. In general, if you guys watched my other review on Birds of Prey, I'm like completely obsessed with it. I loved it. I am telling you guys, I'm dressed as Harley today on accident. You know, it's like Inception, when something gets in your mind because you just love it so much. I think it's doing really well on Rotten Tomatoes. If I saw that correctly, let's check it out right now. Yeah, 89%. I'm not surprised at that one bit. I wish that it was at 90%. Let's look at what some of the people are saying. From Arizona Republic, Nicole Ludden. Director Kathy Yan, known for 2018 comedy drama Dead Pigs, masters the mechanics of imaginative, swirling scenes that make otherwise overly drawn-out action sequences feel like an amusement park ride. I didn't think that the action was overly drawn out. I thought the action was perfect. Some of the best parts of the movie were the action. The action was so badass. I haven't been that invested in action sequences in a long time. She gave it a 4 out of 5. With a 3 out of 4, this is coming from Observer, Brandon Katz. At no point in this film is this film ever uninteresting, and its ambitiously gonzo fluidity is much preferred to the mindless MacGuffin-based quests at the center of many superhero flicks from both studios. I agree. I was never bored during this film. I was never uninterested. It just was freaking great. It was great. I thought it was so, like, at every turn I was fascinated and interested in what they were going to do next and not always sure. Yeah, that was awesome. Going to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/ oh no, that's not about this. Guys, I will read all Streamlabs towards and Super Chats towards the end, but Streamlabs and Super Chats questions about Birds of Prey or comments about Birds of Prey, getting your predictions about box office, and all that stuff. I think that one of the reasons that the notification wasn't sent out for this is because I posted my reels, and I don't think you can get more than 3 notifications for one channel in a day. So sorry if that fucked a lot of you guys up with this. Rob K says in the super chat, does any of the violence in Birds of Prey border on gore? I would say it does get, yes, it gets gory, but mostly like Black Mask gore stuff. But I didn't feel like unnecessary. It felt right. It fit the tone of the movie, which was like funny but disgusting and raunchy and raw. So that was kind of, yeah, gore, but not like sexualized gore, just kind of like gory madness. Good question, Rob K. Going over to some of the other reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, We got this covered. Matt Donato says, Birds of Prey proves that it's no longer a man's world, it's Harley Quinn's, and we should be so lucky. He gave it an 8 out of 10. I love that review. Completely agree. The AU review from Peter Gray says, colorful, over the top, nonsensical, at times hilarious at others, and alarmingly violent when it needs to be. He gives it a 4 out of 5. I agree. Let's see some of the not great reviews. Some of the not great reviews. Raffer Guzman from Newsday gave it a 1.5 out of 4 and says, Birds of Prey barely ever gets off the ground. I don't even know how that could be somebody's review. It starts off the ground. So I literally, I don't even know what that means. From San Francisco Chronicle, Matt LaSalle gave it a 0 out of 4 and says, Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn is more than horrible. It should not exist. Baffling. Baffling to me. That's baffling. Like, this movie was so fucking good, and I truly, really don't understand how or why somebody could think otherwise. I just thought it was great. So good. Allison Wilmore, another negative one, says, this movie never feels entirely decided as to what that is. What? I don't get it. You know when you love a movie so much and people say negative things about it and you're like, what fucking movie did you guys watch? Because obviously everybody's entitled to their opinion. A lot of you guys tweeted at me that like Grace Randolph hated it. I didn't see her review, but I don't know. Especially as a woman. I mean, it's not just a movie for women, but especially as a woman, like it's so badass and so much kick-ass action and yeah, there's this one clip that's gone viral. This is not spoiler, but because this is out there, there's one moment where one woman gives another woman a hair elastic, and even like that moment was so, it's just so brief, but to me, I was like, fuck yeah, that's what women do. Like, you give somebody your hair elastic if you're about to do something that needs you to have your hair tied back, and that's support. That's women supporting women. Yeah, that's how I feel. Pig Me Warrior says, hi Roxy, new subscriber, first time watching live, big SJU and Flash and Friends fan. Thank you so much for being here. So happy to have you. Glad you're watching live as we're talking Birds of Prey. Don't forget, guys, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. You just connect with your PayPal. It's super easy. Ask all your questions here. Or in here right now on the super chat. Going to the Rotten Tomatoes stuff, it was a steady combination of dark and fun. And while the film is kind of a fun joyride, I do think the performances were done perfectly and the cast was pretty spot on. That's coming from Aggressive Comics, Steph Koza, which I agree. Again, this currently has a 89% on the tomato meter with 70 reviews. And I think the audience score might even be higher than that. I don't know if that's true, but I think that. Because, guys, this movie was so good for me. It's better than Aquaman. It's better than Suicide Squad. I even put it higher than Shazam, I think. It doesn't beat Wonder Woman for me, but, you know, that's because Wonder Woman touched my soul in a different kind of way. But there is a lot of heart in this, and there are lessons. And, yeah. Oh, apparently trolls were slandering Grace. Okay, sorry then, Grace. I didn't see what she said. I literally don't. I don't get it. Getting a 0 out of 4. So bizarre. Let's take some questions from the chat right now. Is Harley a good guy now, not a villainous? Ivan, I don't want to spoil that, but I'll say I think they do a really good job balancing it. How can people like this movie? Jason, I really don't know. Is it set up for a sequel, says Jonathan? Yes, I think there could be a great sequel here. Who's your favorite member of the group? Asks Ryan B. Honestly, Black Canary. Black Canary's always been my favorite character, but she is so great. So great. Obsessed with her. Guys, Chris Burke and Avery back in the chat. I'm so happy you guys are joining us. Welcome back. Is Birds of Prey a part of the Pattinson Batman universe? Victor Marquez You guys know from the trailer she references a hyena that she calls Bruce. So there's that. And then also they talk about the Joker, which you guys know. I think they do a good job. I don't want to give too many spoilers on that though. Billy Belford in the house, our amazing mod. Yeah, I guess it didn't send out. One of the reasons I think it's not that many people are watching live right now is because it didn't send out a notification, which is so fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. Can we predict how much it will make, or is there any end credit or mid-credit scene star Drew? I don't know how much it will make. I'm hoping it makes a fucking ton, despite all the rumors that it won't. There is no mid-credit scene. There is an end credit moment. So if you want to see everything, you won't miss much, but if you want to see/hear everything, stay tuned for the end credit moment. I will say that. I hope we see Harley and Poison Ivy in the future. Jason, me too. Me too. Is this movie hard R? Ivan Soto, it feels like an R, but it didn't feel like the most R-rated movie I've ever seen, but definitely an R. I know I talk a lot of shit about Belford, but I'm glad to see you in here, my dude. Jake, me too. I'm glad to see both of you guys in here. You fucking rock, both of you. Any other questions on Birds of Prey and the fabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, or right here in the super chat. Curious what questions you guys have. Do you think can replace Mara if Amber Heard leaves? It's not exactly about Birds of Prey, but DC. Who do you think can replace Mara? I don't know if she's gonna leave, Jeremy. I'll speculate more on that in weeks to come if we hear more about it. Roxy, I heard this movie breaks the fourth wall. Is that accurate, Ivan? Yeah, it does. I think Harley is a fourth wall breaking character, and this movie does break the fourth wall. I will say that. Would a 45 opening weekend be a good guess, or will it make 100 record? I think 45. At this point, I think it might do more. Who played their part the best, Ryan? All of them, but maybe Ewan McGregor. I mean, his is a character that really shouldn't work, and it's so good, it's crazy. I don't think this movie is going to do good in the box office. Everyone I talk to thinks it looks bad because of the bad trailers. Amherst too. I hope they go see it because word of mouth on this movie is good, and it is great. Matt Link, what do you mean by any cameos? No spoilers, just a yes or no. I don't know what you mean by that, but I think no. Like, I do know what you mean, but it depends on, like, what a cameo, but no. No. Which Victor Zsasz do you prefer, Gotham's or Harley Quinn's? Very different, Ivan. I like them both. I like them both. A lot of people are hyped to see this movie. I think you should be. So, yeah. It's so fucking good. You know when you see a movie and all you want to do is just, like, talk about it, go see it again, dress like it, not act like it, but, like, I want to go take, like, fighting lessons. I mean, Black Canary is so badass in this. Huntress is really funny. I love what they do with her character. For the first time we see Huntress on screen, I was like, uh-oh, is this going to work? And then they kind of, like, explain it. And I was like, oh, Huntress is dope. Huntress is dope. Did you feel like each of the birds got enough screen time, says Matt? For this movie, I really think it should have been called Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. Because then yes, but no, and that's why I want to see a sequel. Because I don't wish the movie changed at all, but I do wish we got a little more screen time with some of the other birds. Because, yeah, they didn't get as much. Of the other birds, Black Canary gets the most screen time probably. So, there's that. Martial arts enrollment will now increase. Rob, that would be dope. I want to do it. I want to do it. To you, as in you don't really care about facts, you just ignore just your feelings, noted doom. Weston, what are you guys talking about? Weston, I didn't search for spoilers or tweet came up in my timeline. Doom Tribe, what the hell are you guys talking about? I knew the Birds of Prey would not be in it as much. The movie is basically Harley Quinn 2.0. Well, there wasn't a Harley Quinn 1.0, but you're talking about Suicide Squad. This does seem like a sequel to Suicide Squad, just better. Just better. How much did Birds of Prey deviate from the comic story? Victor Marquez, There were some like very noticeable, like, oh, that's different. And there were some like, oh, fuck yeah, they're going with that. I think it did a great job with it. Does Birds of Prey make you feel better about Suicide Squad 2? The Suicide Squad, Jonathan Donsel. I feel good about it. I've always felt good about it. Winston won me over in Gemini Man. Weston, me too. I thought that Gemini Man was awesome. She didn't have to win me over, but yes, I thought she did a really good job in that movie. Guys, in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Leave it to Glenn Caesar, the most generous person on the planet, to help me out today. Yeah, because it sucks that people didn't get the notification that I was doing this live. Glenn Caesar says, hey Roxy, what's your favorite version of Harley? Margot, Kaylee, BTAS, other, or is it too hard for you to choose? I mean, the animated series is so good. Kaylee's done a great job. But I have to say, you know, Tara Strong is is the Harley voice in my mind. But I think that Margot is now like my Harley. She's just so good. She's so good. Matt says, were you personally satisfied with Cassandra Cain portrayal? For sure. For sure. Really, really happy about that. So already feel good for this story. Could have been PG-13. Slen, I'm really glad that they gave it the liberty to do what it needed to do. I wish fast food restaurants were doing promotions for Birds of Prey. Rob K, what do you mean? What do you mean? Was Cassandra Cain muted in the movie in a big event to be like her comic self? I'm not going to answer that. I know that there was controversy around that, but I was happy with what they did with her. I know some people might not be, but I was. That is how I feel. I like when I just do my singing instead. Like, why? Who the fuck knows? Does Black Mask being flamboyant help his character, or how big is it? Jeremy, I think it's part of who he is, and it works. He makes it all work. Across the board, I haven't seen one person not like Black Mask's performance. Ewan McGregor is a stud. Like Burger King or McDonald's for Star Wars. Oh, Glenn, that makes sense. Appropriate for kids at all. Dan Lindenbaum, I don't understand children, but I would have to assume no. Because it's R-rated. I mean, my parents probably would have taken me to see this as a kid. Maybe at like 12 or something. It's hard for me to guess. Belford says, Bateman said Black Mask is the best DC villain bar Joker. Yeah, I get that. I agree, he's one of the best. Roxy, you like Tara Strong, but were you a fan of Arlene Sorkin, the original voice of Harley? She invented the voice and accent. All others just imitate. Garth McMurray, of course. I've never disliked a Harley voice, honestly. Is there nudity in the movie, says M. Hirsch. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Nudity. I can't remember nudity in it. I've only seen it once though, but that's not standing out to me. Thank you, David, for saying I look like Harley Quinn. That's great. I'm gonna go by Harley Quinn. Did you like Bruce Harley's dog? Jeremy, yes. Yes, yes, yes. What's going to be the next cosplay everyone is doing? Anything from Birds of Prey? Pygmy Warrior, yes, I definitely think so. I know that there's this one Black Canary outfit that I desperately want. Hopefully it's not a spoiler to say what the outfit is, but she's in gold pants. It's fucking awesome. Christoph Seeberger in the super chat. Fuck yeah, Christoph. Help me pay the bills. Keep the lights on, which I desperately need. He says, Saw Birds of Prey is awesome. Are you saying you saw that it's awesome, or you saw it and you think it's awesome? What do you mean? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, guys. If you want to help financially support me and ask any of your Birds of Prey questions, we are getting out of here in the next couple of minutes. So make sure that you guys get in all your questions now. Comments, concerns, all that great stuff. Also, after this stream, let's go do a Roxy raid, going over to see those action guys. They are doing a live stream right now about BVS. So that's perfect for you guys who are interested in Birds of Prey, because they're talking all about BVS right now. So it's a DC kind of day. I'll put that link in the live chat. Also, if you are watching this after the fact, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that great stuff. Don Stiletto, don't worry, I'm getting to you, but you weren't asking about Birds of Prey. So Don Stiletto says, he said, I feel weird about the spiral, the book of Saw, even the name is just off. I hope whoever takes on the mantle of Jigsaw keeps his philosophy, which I don't think will happen because he only targets cops, where John Kramer would go after anyone who does not. I think it will be fine. But then Don Stiletto also says, appreciate life at the end of the day. I will be at Spiral opening night and see it probably 5 times in theaters, even if I don't like it, because of my love for the franchise. I have a signed pic of Jigsaw, the foot from Saw, signed by Carrie Elwes. That's unreal. Jealous. Then he says, aka Dr. Gordon Lawrence, the Saw from Saw 2, and a tape recorder with the message recorded on them. Sorry for the long paragraph. That's okay, Don Stiletto, you rock. Thank you for all of that. Yeah, I'm excited about Saw. I'm excited. Bye from Colombia. Hello, David. Is that how you say Contreras? Cauldron. I'm glad that you guys, we got to do this Q&A. Hopefully it helps a little bit. Thank you guys for being here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm streaming yet, but it will give you that notification, I believe, again. Ivan Soda says his Black Mask his own character. Is he a Joker ripoff? He's 100% nothing like Joker, and he's completely his own character, and he's awesome. All right, everybody, go into the action show right now. Go check out Action Movie Anatomy on Popcorn Talk Network. I just put the link in there. Let's go do a Roxy raid. Hashtag Roxy raid. I'll close out of the stream right now, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Yeah, let's have one hell of a stream. Don't forget to like this. We usually try to get to 100 likes, but guys, only the true people showed up today. People who find me even when notifications don't go off. Just kidding. I love you all. Rock stars forever. Roxy raid. Hashtag Roxy raid. Putting it in right now. Okay, don't forget to click on that link. Hashtag Roxy raid. I'll be going to do an acting class weekly later today, so check that out on Afterwards TV. And I'll see you guys here tomorrow. I love you guys. Bye. Rock stars forever.